guys, Dr. Dex here. Today I want to talk to you about Georgia Boot. Yeah, official Georgia Boot, that's their handle. Check them out on Instagram. I think they're here on YouTube as well. But we went recently into a company called Whistle Workwear. They're a local company here in the Puget Sound region in Washington State, and they fit us with all the exact same boots. So what we're doing today is we're going to give you 3 reviews on the exact same boot from 3 different guys with 3 different sizes of shoe. Okay? Actually, no, 2 different sizes of shoe, because Naz and I have the same size boot. All right, so the first thing about these Georgia boot, these are called the Rumbler. This is my second set. The first set of my boots, my Rumbler boots, lasted about a full year, which is pretty good for a pair of construction boots when you wear them through summer, fall, winter, and spring. We get really wet winters here, so my feet stayed completely dry until spring. I think I started wearing the boots in summer, kind of like we are now. Went through winter, my feet actually stayed warm. The first thing you'll notice when you put these boots on is they're very comfortable. Probably the most comfortable boots I've ever put on straight from the store. So I really like the fact that you put these on. You might have a little bit of a wear and tear on your cuff right here. So for the first couple days, I did not put my top set of laces. I didn't lace them all the way up. I just left them a lace down so that when I tied them off, I tied them down here, and it just left this a little more comfortable for me to break in the boot. But that only took me a couple days, and then I was able to fully lace them up. And then within a week, they felt like any comfortable shoe as far as the support that we have. That's what I just really like. They have a wide foot box, so they also come in wider sizes as well. So for those of you with flat feet or wider feet, they fit really well. They are waterproof, and I know that for a fact because my old pair, I ran them through mud, water, snow, rain, all that stuff. My feet never got wet, and they're kind of warm. So for summer, they might be a little warm on your feet, so I suggest you wear a really light sock. And then in the winter, you can wear a heavy sock. And I was able to keep my feet warm. And I'm a type 2 diabetic, so my feet get really cold really easy. I'm usually trying to struggle wearing two different pairs of socks with liners and things like that, and wearing heavier boots, like Sorels and stuff like that. But I was able to rock last winter in these, and my feet, I would get, they'd get cold, but not like to where I couldn't feel them. So we had a pretty mild winter last year. I'm not saying these will do minus degree temperatures for your feet, but they worked out really well. The one thing that I would highly recommend about these boots, if you're a deck builder, are the toes. They are fully covered in a rubber, and my old pair, all these nubs were worn off because we're constantly on our knees, and they wore in really well. I've seen boots that we've had other brands that didn't have a protective toe, and within 2 to 3 weeks they were already rubbing through. So that's my interpretation of these boots, and I'm gonna let the guys talk about them as well, and we'll hear what they have to say about them too.
Hey everybody, it's Dustin, Bannon for Dex. Here talking about the new Georgia boots that we just got recently. Really dig these boots, like a lot. They're comfortable right out the box. I don't think I've had a boot yet, and I've had lots of boots in my lifetime, that I could wear it straight out the box and not have to do any kind of work other than right here. These little clips, they seem to have a lot of reinforcement right inside here that was real tight. But a few days of pinching it to fit my leg, and it's just fine. Right now, the only thing I could say, maybe they're a little warm for right now that we're working summertime stuff, but they breathe. So being that they're warm, it doesn't bother me. I've had lots of boots that I don't like, my feet all sweaty and nasty. These don't seem to get that way, even though they are warm. I love the composite toe. I've never been a fan of steel toe, composite toe, any of that, but it's got a nice wide box. I got wide feet, so it doesn't pinch my toes. I love the fact that it's got this covering on here that lots of times most of my other boots, because being on my knees, doing all kinds of other scooting around, not only as a deck builder, but when I did automotive, electricity, all kinds of stuff, I've torn more toes out on boots than anything. So that's a real good bonus on these boots. Really love that Whistle Workwear hooked us up with them. And love the fact too that if you have any issues with the boots, you can go take them into Whistle Workwear and they'll work with them. They'll make them fit you just right if you have an issue with them. Love the waterproof part about them, because up here we've, as everybody knows, got plenty of water that comes, except for lately. As a prospector, I'm in the rivers quite a bit, and I've actually been in the river with these a few times already, and most of my boots that I've stood in the river with, they get deteriorated after a while, and so far these show no signs of wearing from that. So good boot overall. I like it.
Alright guys, Z-Deckman here. There are a lot of pros to these boots, like the guys were saying. I really like the wide toe box. This rubber cap on the toe is really helpful. I had another pair of boots last year and Jason told me get these boots, but I went the other way and I was watching in envy because my boots, with all the scooting around and being on our knees, after a while my boots would just rip up the toes, and being that they were leather, I'd have to condition them a lot, so that was no good. These boots, number one, the color's good. The grip is really nice. It took me a little while to get used to the heel, because the boots I was wearing previously were flat, but otherwise I like them. Nice and waterproof, supportive. The only downside, I would say, and this goes for my other pair of Georgia boots, is they don't come with like a heel strap. So the reason my last pair of Georgia boots failed is because my heel would constantly rub on the inside here, and eventually over time it ripped it. So I'm trying to be proactive and loosen these up and make sure that doesn't happen with these guys. But otherwise, a really good pair of boots. Shout out to Georgia Boot, and thank you to Whistle Workwear for hooking us up with these. Looking forward to testing them through all the seasons.
All right, guys, so that's all we have for you about these Georgia Boot, these Rumbler version of the Georgia Boots. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please don't forget to click that subscribe button and hit the bell icon to be notified when we're putting out new content. Don't forget to comment below and like our videos. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day.